She insulted me in the cafeteria in front of everyone, made fun of my lunch, called me a loser. But she didn't expect the whole school to turn against her, not me. And when they did, she lost everything. My name is Nina. I'm 16, sophomore year. And I'm not popular. Never have been. I'm the girl who sits alone at lunch, who keeps her head down in class, who blends into the background. I'm okay with it. I have a few close friends, but we don't eat lunch together. Different schedules. So most days I sit by myself. I bring lunch from home. Always have. My mom works 2 jobs, but she still wakes up early to make me food. Real food. Homemade meals. Rice dishes. Stir fry. Curry. Dumplings. Things she learned from her mom. Things that smell amazing and taste even better. I'm proud of what she makes. It reminds me of home. Of family. Of love. But our school cafeteria is different. Most kids buy lunch. Pizza. Burgers. Chicken nuggets. The usual stuff. Or they bring sandwiches. Chips. Simple things. My lunch stands out. It's colorful. Smells strong. Looks different. And that made me a target. Her name is Jade. Senior. 17. Cheer captain. Popular. Pretty. Loud. The kind of girl who walks down the hallway and everyone notices. She's always surrounded by friends. Always laughing. Always the center of attention. And she loves it. Thrives on it. But she also loves one other thing. Humiliating people. Making them feel small so she can feel big. I never talked to her. Never bothered her. Stayed out of her way. But apparently that wasn't enough. Because one day she decided I was her next target. And I had no idea my life was about to change. It was a Tuesday. Lunch period. The cafeteria was packed. Loud. Chaotic. I sat at my usual table. Corner spot by the windows. Opened my lunch container. My mom made fried rice with vegetables and chicken. It smelled incredible. I was excited to eat. Then I heard her voice. Loud. Piercing. Coming from the table behind me. Oh my God. What is that smell? I froze. Looked up. Jade was standing. Looking around dramatically. Her friends were laughing. She turned. Saw me. And her eyes lit up. She walked over. Her friends followed. Like a pack. She stopped right in front of my table. Looked down at my lunch. And wrinkled her nose. EW. What is that? Dog food. Her friends burst out laughing. My face burned. I looked down. Didn't say anything. Jade leaned closer. Picked up my container without asking. Guys, look at this. She's eating like she's from another planet. More laughter. Students at nearby tables turned. Watched. Some pulled out their phones. Started recording. I wanted to disappear. She pretended to smell my food. Made a gagging sound. No wonder you don't have friends. This is disgusting. She put the container down. Hard. Some rice spilled. She laughed. Walked away. Her friends followed. Still laughing. Still recording. I sat there, shaking. Tears burning my eyes. But I didn't cry. Not yet. Not in front of them. I closed my container. Shoved it in my bag. And left. Skipped the rest of lunch. Hid in the bathroom until next period. But Jade had no idea. He picked the wrong day. And the wrong girl. By the end of the day the video was everywhere. Someone posted it to the school's anonymous gossip page. Instagram. TikTok. Snapchat. The caption said, Cafeteria drama all. The video showed Jade mocking my food. Students laughing. Me sitting there silent. Humiliated. The comments were brutal. That food does look weird. Why doesn't she just eat normal food? She's so awkward. Each comment felt like a punch. I checked my phone during last period. Saw the video. Saw the comments. And I felt sick. I went home early. Told the nurse I had a headache. She let me go. I walked home. Went straight to my room. And cried. Hard. Ugly crying. The kind where you can't stop. My mom came home later. Saw me upset. That's what happened. I told her. He hugged me. Said Jade was cruel. That my food was beautiful. But it didn't help. Because the whole school saw. And they laughed. That night I decided. I wasn't bringing lunch anymore. I'd skip eating. Or buy something from the cafeteria. Something normal. Something that wouldn't make me a target. But then something happened. Something I didn't expect. A few students started asking questions. One girl from my math class messaged me. Hey, are you okay? What Jade did was really messed up. Another guy commented on the video. That food actually looked good. Jade's just a bully. A few more people agreed. Not many. But enough. And that's when the tide started to shift. The next day I didn't bring lunch. Sat at my usual table with nothing. Just my water bottle. A girl from my English class, Mia, sat down across from me. We talked a few times. He was nice. Quite like me. Hey, she said. I saw that video. That was awful. I shrugged. Tried to act like it didn't matter. But my voice cracked. It's fine. I'm used to it. She shook her head. No, it's not fine. Jade crossed a line. What you were eating looked amazing. Way better than cafeteria food. I looked at her. Surprised. Really? She nodded. Yeah. My mom makes similar stuff. I know how much work goes into it. Jade was just being a bully. Another student overheard. A guy named Alex. He leaned over. For real. Jade's always doing stuff like this. She thinks she's untouchable. More students started joining the conversation, talking about times Jade humiliated them, or people they knew, sharing stories. And slowly the narrative started changing. It wasn't about my weird food anymore. It was about Jade being cruel, mean, a bully, and people were tired of it. Then something else happened. Ms. Ramirez, the teacher who runs the school's culinary club, saw the video. He pulled me aside after class. Nina, I saw what happened. I'm sorry, but I also wanted to ask you something. I looked at her nervously. She smiled. Would you be interested in joining the culinary club? We're starting a student cooking project. And from what I saw, you have real talent. I blinked. Talent? No one had ever called my food talent. Ms. Ramirez continued. We're showcasing student dishes at the International Food Day next month. I think you'd be perfect. I hesitated, but something inside me said yes. So I agreed. And that's when everything started to change. Ms. Ramirez invited me to the culinary club meeting that Friday. I was nervous. Didn't know anyone. But she introduced me warmly. Told the club about my cooking. A few students were curious. Asked what kind of food I made. I explained. Showed pictures my mom sent me. They looked impressed. Ms. Ramirez asked if I'd bring a sample next meeting. I agreed. That weekend my mom helped me make spring rolls and dumplings. We packed them carefully. I brought them to school Monday. Set them up during the club meeting. And waited. The reaction was instant. Students tried them. And loved them. These are amazing. Can I have another one? You made these yourself? Ms. Ramirez tasted one. Closed her eyes. Nina, this is restaurant quality. You have a gift. I felt something I hadn't felt in weeks. Pride. Confidence. Ms. Ramirez suggested I set up a sample table in the school lobby during lunch. Showcase my food. Let students try it. Spread the word about the culinary club. I was terrified. But I agreed. The next day I set up a small table. Brought more spring rolls. Some fried rice. A few desserts my mom taught me. Students walked by. Curious. A few stopped. Tried samples. And word spread fast. The girl from the cafeteria video is giving out food. It's actually really good. Wait, this is what Jade made fun of? Lines started forming. Students wanted to try. Complimented me. Asked for recipes. Teacher stopped by. Praised my cooking. And suddenly I wasn't the weird girl with strange food. I was the girl who could actually cook. The girl with talent. The girl Jade underestimated. Over the next 2 weeks, everything shifted. My sample table became popular. Students looked forward to it. Some brought friends. Asked what I'd bring next. I started a small Instagram account. Posted pictures of my dishes. It grew fast. Hundreds of followers. Then over 1,000. People started recognizing me in the hallways. Saying hi. Complimenting my food. Inviting me to sit with them at lunch. I wasn't invisible anymore. I wasn't alone. And it felt amazing. But the best part? Watching Jade's reaction. She noticed. Of course she did. Saw students crowding my table. Saw people talking about me. And she hated it. I'd see her watching from across the cafeteria. Arms crossed. Face tight. She tried to act like she didn't care. But I could tell. She was threatened. Then she started posting petty comments on social media. Some food is overhyped all. Just because it's homemade doesn't mean it's good. Her friends liked her posts. But most students ignored them. Or worse, called her out. Why are you so pressed? Sounds like jealousy. Let her cook in peace. Jade got more desperate. She tried bringing fancy store-bought snacks to school. Showing them off. Pretending they were special. But no one cared. They wanted real food. My food. And Jade couldn't compete. Her jealousy was obvious. And it made her look small. Then the rumor started. I don't know who spread it. But it spread fast. Jade had tried to join the culinary club last year. She wanted to be featured at International Food Day. But Ms. Ramirez rejected her. Said her attitude was too negative. That cooking required passion and humility. Jade didn't have either. So she was turned away. Students started whispering. Wait, Jade got rejected from culinary club? That's why she's so mad. She's jealous because Nina's succeeding where she failed. And just like that, the truth came out. Jade wasn't mocking me because my food was weird. She was mocking me because she was envious, insecure, and scared I'd take her spotlight. Then came the moment that sealed Jade's fate. International Food Day was approaching. A huge school event. Students from every culture showcased dishes. It was a big deal. The entire school attended. Parents, teachers, even local news sometimes covered it. I was assigned a booth. Front and center. Ms. Ramirez gave me prime location. Said I deserved it. I spent days preparing. My mom helped. We made dumplings, spring rolls, fried rice, desserts. Everything looked perfect. Professional. Beautiful. The day before the event, I overheard a conversation. I was in the hallway setting up posters. Jade was nearby with her friends. talking loudly, not caring who heard. I can't believe they're letting her have a booth, Jade said bitterly. Her food isn't even that good. One friend agreed, but another hesitated. I mean, I tried it. It was actually really good. Jade snapped. Because you're easy to impress. I could make better food in my sleep. Her friend raised an eyebrow. Then why didn't you sign up for a booth? Jade went quiet, then said something I'll never forget. Because Ms. Ramirez hates me. She rejected me last year for no reason. Said I wasn't passionate enough. It's such bullshit. Her friend looked uncomfortable. Maybe she had a point. Jade glared. Whatever. Nina's just lucky. She's not special. And after tomorrow, everyone will see that. She walked away. But I stood there, frozen. She was jealous. This whole time. The insults. The mockery. The cruelty. It was all jealousy. Because I had something she wanted. Talent. Recognition. Respect. And that's when I knew. Tomorrow wasn't just about showcasing food. It was about proving her wrong. Completely. And finally, International Food Day arrived. The gym was transformed. Booths everywhere. Colorful decorations. Music playing. Students walking around with plates. Trying different foods. The energy was incredible. I set up my booth early. Arranged everything perfectly. My mom came to help. She was so proud. So excited. Students started arriving. And immediately a crowd formed at my booth. Lines stretched across the gym. People wanted to try my food. Teacher stopped by. Complimented my presentation. My flavors. My technique. Local reporters took pictures. Interviewed me. Asked about my inspiration. I felt like I was floating. This was my moment. My redemption. And everyone was celebrating with me. Even students who laughed at the cafeteria video apologized. Said they were wrong. That my food was incredible. I forgave them. Because this wasn't about holding grudges. It was about proving myself. Then I saw her. Jade. Standing at a booth across the gym. She had a table too. But it was different. Store-bought cookies. Pre-packaged snacks. A sad attempt to compete. No one was at her booth. Students walked past. Ignored her. She tried calling out. Free samples. Come try. But no one cared. She saw the crowd at my booth. Saw people praising me. And her face twisted. Anger. Jealousy. Humiliation. She grabbed her phone. Posted something on Instagram. Some people tried too hard for attention all. But the comments turned on her. You're literally the one trying too hard. This is embarrassing, Jade. Just let her win. Then someone walked past her booth. A guy from her friend group. He had a plate piled with my food. He saw her. Smirked. And said loudly, Hey Jade, want some real food? Students around him laughed. Jade's face went red. He grabbed her stuff. And left. Just walked out of the gym. Her booth abandoned. Her pride shattered. And I stood there. Watching her leave. Feeling something I never expected. Not satisfaction. Not joy. Just peace. Because I didn't destroy her. She destroyed herself. With her jealousy. Her cruelty. Her inability to let others shine. After International Food Day, everything changed. Completely. Students who used to ignore me now greeted me in the hallways. Asked about my cooking. Requested recipes. Invited me to hang out. I wasn't invisible anymore. I was seen. Respected. Valued. Jade, on the other hand, fell from grace. Her friends distanced themselves. Tired of her negativity. Tired of her jealousy. She ate lunch alone now. The same way I used to. Students whispered when she walked by. Not in admiration. In pity. Or worse, indifference. Some people felt bad for her. Tried to reach out. But she pushed them away. Too proud to admit she was wrong. Too stubborn to apologize. And slowly she became what she feared most. Irrelevant. Forgettable. The girl no one cared about anymore. One day she approached me. After school. In the parking lot. I was loading stuff into my mom's car. She stood a few feet away. Arms crossed. Looking uncomfortable. Can we talk? Her voice was small. Defeated. I turned. Looked at her. Waited. She took a breath. I shouldn't have done that. In the cafeteria. It was mean. I was jealous. I blinked. Surprised. She continued. You had something I wanted. Talent. People actually liked you. And I hated it. So I tried to tear you down. I stood there. Processing. Part of me wanted to say something harsh. Rub it in. But I didn't. Because she was already broken. Already suffering. So I said the only thing that felt right. I didn't humiliate you, Jade. You did that all by yourself. She looked down. Nodded slowly. I know. Then she walked away. Got in her car. And left. And I watched her go. Not with anger. Not with pity. Just with the knowledge that I won. Not by destroying her. But by being myself. By refusing to let her cruelty define me. After that, life moved on. I continued with the culinary club. Got featured in more school events. Even got an internship at a local restaurant. My confidence grew. My skills improved. And I realized something important. Sometimes people insult what they envy. They mock what threatens them. And Jade's cruelty? It wasn't about me. It was about her own insecurities. She insulted me in the cafeteria, made me feel small, worthless. But she didn't expect the school to see the truth. That my food wasn't weird. It was special. That I wasn't a loser. I was talented. And that her jealousy was more embarrassing than anything I ever did. The entire school sided with me. Not because I fought back with cruelty, but because I let my work speak for itself. I didn't tear her down. I built myself up. And that made all the difference. Looking back, I'm grateful for that moment in the cafeteria. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. Because it pushed me. Made me realize my worth. Made me stop hiding. And it taught me that the best revenge isn't cruelty. It's success. It's proving them wrong by being unapologetically yourself. Jade thought she could break me, but she just made me stronger. So that's my story. The time she insulted me in the cafeteria and the entire high school sided with me later. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever been mocked for something you love? For your culture, your hobbies, your talents? How did you handle it? Tell me your story in the comments. And if you want more cafeteria or school revenge stories, let me know. Should I do a story about a classroom humiliation? Or maybe a social media revenge? Drop your ideas below. I'll see you in the next one.